color of the day today. It is Azul. Azul. All right, it's balloon time. Ready to catch those balloons? Catch it. Azul. 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 Catch it. Azul. 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 Okay, you guys, so today's our last color of the week. Okay, so you ready? It's time to get all the balloons. And we have, what colors? We have verde. We have amarillo, we have rojo, we have azul, and we're gonna jump in and we're gonna play with all the balloons. Ready? Ready? Play with me, play with me. Jump in the balloon pit, jump in the balloon pit. And we're gonna play with all the balloons, jump in the balloon pit. Have fun. Oh, I wish we were really in school so we could actually play with these balloons. And we could play keep it up and pass the balloon and name the color. How fun. Okay, so our color of the day is Azul. So let's go over all our colors. We have rojo, amarillo, verde, azul. Again, rojo, amarillo, verde, azul. Last time, rojo, amarillo, verde, azul. Good. And our color of the day today is azul. Now, let's go over all the colors, including our bonus colors. We have rojo, azul, verde, anaranjado. That's a hard one. Let me hear everybody say anaranjado. Good. Amarillo and morado. Morado. It's my favorite color. Okay. So these are our colors, and these are our two bonus colors, and our color of the day is azul. So let's go through my box, because there might be some bonus colors in here too. So if we were in school, I would pretend there was a student that would come up to the front, and they would close their eyes, and they would take out an item, and I would say, ¿qué es eso? And they would say, a cup. And I would say, una taza. ¿De qué color es la taza? And they would say, rojo. Good. And the whole class would say, rojo. Okay. You're a little far away from me. I'm just going to move you closer. Okay, then the next student would come up. They would close their eyes. They would take out an item. And I would say, ¿qué es eso? And they would say, un pito, o eso. And I would say, ¿de qué color es el pito? And they would say, amarillo, 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 amarillo. Then the next student would come up and they would close their eyes. And they would take out this one. And I would say, ¿qué es eso? And they would say, una pluma. And I would say, ¿de qué color es la pluma? And they would say, rojo. And then I would say, is it ticklish? No, tickle. Then the next student would come up and they would close their eyes and, oh, they also took out una pluma. And I would say, ¿de qué color es la pluma? And they would say, azul. Azul. And I would say, is it ticklish? Are you ticklish? Then the next student would come up and they would close their eyes and they would take out the glasses, and I would make them put them on, look cool. And everybody would have to say, ¿de qué colores? They would have to say verde, but they would have to say it like they're cool. Everybody say it like you're cool. Ready? Verde. Exactly. Then the next student would come up and they would close their eyes and they would take out a boat. And I would say, ¿de qué color es el bote? And they would say, azul, the color of the week. Azul. Then the next student would come up and they would close their eyes and they would take out a doggy. And I would say, oh, ¿de qué color es el perro? And they would say, amarillo. Amarillo, amarillo, amarillo. And then I would let them do 2 squeaks. Then the next student would come up and they would close their eyes and they would take out a pito. And I would say, ¿de qué color es el pito? And they would say, azul. Azul. That's right. Wait, there are 2 bonus colors in there. Let's see. The next person would come up and they would take out, ooh, what's that? A magnet. I would say, un imán. And then I would say, ¿de qué color es el imán? And this would be a bonus one. Does anybody know what color this is? Anaranjado. Good. That's a hard one to say. Everybody say, anaranjado. Good job. All right. Then the next student would come up and they would close their eyes and they would take out bonus color. My favorite color. What color is this? Morado. Good. ¿De qué color es? Morado. Good. So we will go through all our colors, including the bonus color. We have amarillo, 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 amarillo. 2 squeaks. We have azul. Amarillo, 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 amarillo. Verde, verde, rojo, anaranjado, morado, rojo, azul, and azul. Good. And look at the water behind us. Azul. I didn't even know that was going to happen. It's my screensaver. Okay, so I need you guys, after we're done with our YouTube video, you're going to get your paper for the week, and if you can't print it, that's okay. You're just going to write on a blank piece of paper, and we're going to practice saying, writing, and reading the word, because reading and writing are exciting. So you're going to need a blue crayon this time, so I'm going to get out my crayons, azul, or a blue pen, or a blue marker, como sea, azul, okay? So it says, read the word, trace the word, then write the word on your own. So let's read it together, ready? Azul, read it with me, azul. Now we're going to spell it together, A-Z-U-L. Now let's spell it in Spanish, A-Z-U-L. Good. Now we're going to trace the word. Ready? A-Z-U-L. Good. Now it says write the word on your own. I think we can fit it twice. I think so. I think we can. So let's try writing it twice. A-Z-U-L. Again. A-Z-U-L. Azul, 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 azul. Azul, azul, azul. Azul. So now, if you just have a blank piece of paper, you should have written it a couple times, okay? And then at the bottom it says, which 3 could be azul? Color with azul. I'm going to color it in. And who can tell me the first picture? A bird. Good. Un pájaro. Can a pájaro be azul? See, there are actually birds called bluebirds, and they sing, and they're pretty. So you're going to color in your pájaro azul. And do a pretty good job if you can stay in the lines. Okay. The next picture, who can tell me what the next picture is? A banana, el banano. Is a banana azul? No. As a matter of fact, if you ever see a banana that is azul, don't eat it. We're going to put a big X through the banana. All right. Who can tell me what the next one is? This is a tricky one. A lot of kids get this one wrong. Who can tell me what that is? Right, it's a pencil. Could a lápiz be azul? It could be if it was a colored pencil or if it was just a pencil that was like decorated. So we're gonna color it in Azul. I have seen blue pencils before. I have. Good. And the last picture, who can tell me what that is? Un bote, right? Or un barco, right? So un velero, actually. So, who can tell me, is un bote azul? Sí, un bote puede ser azul. So we're gonna color our bote in azul. Okay. Now, after we finish our YouTube video, you guys are going to go ahead and do this on your own. But if you don't have a printer and can't print it out, no worries. You can just draw on a blank piece of paper the word Azul, and then you can draw a blue bird, however you draw a bird, and a blue pencil, and a blue boat, okay? All right, so I have this nice video I want you guys to watch. The kids really, really like this video. It's all about different things, different colors, and it says, mi papá. Like the guy says, I like that color because my dad is that thing. So like for red, it says, me gusta el rojo. Me gusta el rojo means I like rojo porque mi papá es un bombero, because my dad is a fireman. Okay? So let's listen to this song by Calico real quick. And I'm going to move you guys a little closer. So
Colores, colores.
Colores, colores.
Verde, verde, me gusta el verde. Verde, verde es el mejor color. Me gusta el verde, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá trabaja en el bosque. Me gusta el verde, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá trabaja en el bosque. Rojo, rojo, me gusta el rojo. Rojo, rojo es el mejor color. Me gusta el rojo, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá es un bombero. Me gusta el rojo, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá es un bombero. Blanco, blanco, me gusta el blanco. Blanco, blanco es el mejor color. Me gusta el blanco, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá es un panadero. Me gusta el blanco, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá es un panadero. Azul, azul, me gusta el azul. Azul, azul, es el mejor color. Me gusta el azul, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá es un marinero. Me gusta el azul, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá es un marinero. Negro, negro, me gusta el negro. Negro, negro es el mejor color. Me gusta el negro, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá es un minero. Me gusta el negro, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá es un minero. Amarillo, me gusta el amarillo. Amarillo es el mejor color. Me gusta el amarillo, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá es un taxista. Me gusta el amarillo, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá es un taxista. Anaranjado, me gusta anaranjado. Anaranjado es el mejor color. Me gusta el anaranjado, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá siembra naranjas. Me gusta el anaranjado, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá siembra naranjas. Colores, 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 me gustan los colores, 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 todos lindos son. Me gustan los colores, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá es un pintor. Me gustan los colores, ¿sabes por qué? Es porque mi papá es un pintor.
Kids always love this song. Okay, so while we were watching that, I wanted to set up a little game for you guys. Okay, so if you can see, I have a little table here now. And I'm just gonna move it down a little bit so you can see. Okay, so this table has some buzzers on it, and each buzzer is a different color. And again, if we could, I would have every one of you have a turn to come up, and I would tell you a color, and you would put your hands behind your back, and then I'd say uno, dos, tres, and you would pick that color. But we're just gonna play with you guys there, and you're gonna pretend to buzz it, okay? All right, so let's put your hands behind your back, pretend it's your turn, okay? And I say the color you're going to get is verde. Then I would go uno, dos, tres, and then you would tap verde, okay? So let's go over all the colors, and then we'll play for a few minutes, okay? So we have rojo, azul, amarillo, verde, morado, and anaranjado. Now, I don't know, this one doesn't, maybe you can't tell that it's orange, but when it gets closer you can, but I think because the light is blaring out, it looks a little yellowy, but it actually is anaranjado. Okay, so, are you guys ready? Okay, so pretend I call on you, okay, come on. And you're gonna stand behind the table, you're gonna put your hands behind your back. And I'm gonna say, all right, your color is azul. That's our color of the day. And then we're gonna say uno, dos, tres, and you're gonna tap. Which one? Which one? Azul. If you pretended to tap that one, give yourself a point. You got it correct. Okay, next person. Pretend you. It's your turn. So you're gonna come up, or just pretend it's your turn again. Okay, you put your hands behind your back, and I'm gonna say a different color. Verde. Verde. Okay, ready? Uno, dos, tres. Which one did you pretend to tap? If you pretend to tap that one, give yourself another point. You got it correct. All right, next person's gonna come up. You're gonna put your hands behind your back. And I'm going to say, rojo! Oh, which one are you gonna pretend to touch? If you pretended to touch that one, give yourself another point. You have 3 puntos. Okay. Next person, hand behind your back. Amarillo. Amarillo, amarillo, amarillo. Which one did you pretend to tap? That one. If you pretend to tap that one, give yourself another point. You have 4 puntos. All right, we have 2 more colors. Let's see if you remember. Those are our bonus colors. Anaranjado. Anaranjado. If you pretended to tap, which one? Which one? That one. Give yourself another point. You should have 5 puntos. All right, the last turn. This is my favorite one. Hint, 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 hint. Okay. Morado, morado. If you pretended to tap that one, give yourself another point. Woo! You should have 6 puntos. 6 puntos. Everybody do the 6-point dance. 6 puntos. 6 puntos. Good. So we have rojo, azul, amarillo, verde, morado, anaranjado. Okay, good job, you guys. All right, so now you're gonna go. You're gonna do your azul paperwork. And I think you have one more thing to do after that, a little song or something, and that's it. Okay, so adios.